Is Jay-Z overrated? Jay-Z has been all in the media recently.
Man, he's been drinking out of Grammys, taking Beyonce to the Super Bowl. What's with this guy?
And when we saw him at the Super Bowl, the age-old question came, is he overrated? It's in the back of everybody's mind since the dawn of man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So, I wanted to talk about, personally, first, everybody was sucking when DJ Khaled's, what was it, God's Plan or Godalicious. What did he release recently with that 16-minute Jay-Z verse on it? You know what I'm talking about.
What? Yeah, I do know. I have heard of this, but I haven't listened to it. That goes to show.
I listened once. Yeah. And it's like, look, we love the GOATs. We love the GOATs. We love the GOATs. Jay-Z is not overrated if I have anything to say about it. That being said, that verse is too long. It's too goddamn long. And right. It's also like, no one, if he pops into the game and he's not who he already is and has all this critical acclaim, is everybody gulping it down the way that they are now that he's Jay-Z? I don't think the verse was that bonkers. And I know people are going to be like, it's so bonkers, it's so amazing, but do we care about that if he's not Jay-Z?
Honestly, do we honestly care about that if he's not Jay-Z? For real, in our hearts and in our minds, do we care? I don't think we do. With these kind of artists, being overrated is just comes with the kind of thing, you know what I mean? But it's like, you still have to be rated and you still have to come out into the studio and you still have to give us something that we feel okay about so we can listen to you, Jay-Z. Feel me?
We still have to care. We still have to care. That's one of the things with Drake and Rihanna and all the greats, all the GOATs at this moment. They're still GOATs. No one's saying they're not still GOATs. What I'm saying is, we can't just throw the rating system out the window because we love them. If that were the case, everybody would have loved For All the Dogs. But there's this tipping point where people are like, oh, I'm tired of hearing Drake be this way. I'm tired of hearing this person be this way. Let's hate on them until they do something different. So I don't know. One thing that he said that really, I guess, twisted my nipples off was, he was in an interview. And someone said in that interview, hey, you know, they did the $500,000 versus Jay-Z thing, right, or advice thing.
Right.
And he said, take the money, as he should have, because he's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then, this is when he took it too far. This is when he took it too fucking far, because he was like, look, take the money, and you can get all my lessons from my music.
Boom. What's wrong with that? I put it in the bars, bro.
Because I have not heard, besides the story of OJ, any actual lessons on investing in his music.
Oh, well, let me say on that point, I think that he was specifically, look, on that note, I think that Jay-Z was specifically talking about that song. Hey, I know he doesn't have many other I know he doesn't have many other songs to add to his investment portfolio, but I'm saying, the story of OJ, though, it's a pretty good one. What other ones do we have to put up with in the African American community? I say, I mean, get up and get something by CeeLo Green and them. I can't even remember.
There aren't that many, you know. We're more on the 10 crack commandments side, where it's like, you know, getting the wrong information. If we are getting information, and I just don't see in the past discography where he's gotten, you know, where he's given us the fucking blueprint, besides when he gave us the blueprint. But in reality, the blueprint wasn't the actual blueprint. It was a blueprint to be a mafia boss. I mean, come on. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm going to be devil's advocate and say here that Jay-Z is actually a wordsmith. Look, he may not be a great guy, and he may not make great decisions all the time, but Jay-Z is a fucking immaculate wordsmith. And not only is he an immaculate wordsmith, he is I'm going to say it, a trendsetter. A fucking 2004 trendsetter, okay?
Nah, I'll sign on to that.
You know what I mean? So, look, what's that album called? Is it Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah.
That's the actual blueprint. That's where he laid the groundwork. If you listen to Reasonable Doubt, he said everything that he needed to say in that album. That's it. He didn't need to make another album after that. That was it.
All right.
That was it.
Okay.
And that's not overrated. That's not overrated.
I'm not saying it. Look, I said this in the beginning. I said this in the fucking beginning. Don't get me. Don't get me out here looking crazy. But all I'm saying is that Jay-Z's dope, but I think everybody's dick sucking. I think there's a lot of dick sucking going on, and I think it happens to everybody. I don't think it's specific to Jay-Z. I think there's a certain amount of ball juggling that goes along with being that level of artist.
Yes, I would wholeheartedly agree that dick ridery is a hobby amongst the bandwagon. Let me say it to you folks. If you're dick riding, if you're juggling another man's balls, and you're not of the kind who likes to do so, notice, first look in the mirror, gauge the problem. We need to know that there is a problem first, just like Jay-Z. He made some changes in his life too. He made some changes.
Down. Step away slowly.
It's okay to say that your favorite rapper made a shit song. There are songs that Absol, that Kendrick Lamar, that Earl Sweatshirt has made that I absolutely...
Give me one bad Kendrick Lamar song, dog.
Off of C4, there are some embarrassing songs.
Don't go C4. Don't go C4. That's not fair. That's not fair. Don't go C4. Don't go C4. A lot of people don't know about C4, bro. Go OD forwards. OD forwards. You can't find one. You can't find one, bro. Get out of here, dog. With that shit.
Ooh. Oh, wow. The Kendrick defense.
I got to. Somebody's got to, bro. I personally feel like I have talked it out. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I know where I sit. Do you feel like you know where you sit to the point where you can press the button?
I know.
You ready to press the button?
Yeah, let's press the button.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Agreed
Not to overrated. Agreed to an extent. I will say that there are people out here that are overrating artists too much and need to fucking check out what they're doing, but Jay-Z is not overrated. Guys,
no.
Jay-Z ain't overrated. You guys need to stop dick riding. If that's what you're doing, if he makes a bad song, that's fine. That doesn't mean that he's overrated. That means that y'all overrated that fucking song, bro.
Straight up. Stop the glaze. Stop the glaze 2024. It's okay to love the artist, but we can't just put our blinders on anymore. He is not at all overrated. He's one of the greatest of all time. But you know what I'm saying?
Take the blinders off. It's time to explore. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yes.
Let's go.
It's great.
Cool. Woo. Hey, if you like this episode of Lobe, make sure to hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Hit subscribe.